up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome to this new month of... Where did you come? Where did they come from?
We came to tell y'all...
You know what I'm saying? They came from no...
that this is gonna be a good month.
I ain't gonna take over my camera.
We got a lot of stuff coming out. We've been having a good time.
He just up to the side of the T-Tac at me there.
Yeah, I took over the whole camera.
Do you believe it?
Yeah.
Just took over the whole thing.
Hey.
That ain't
Stay
fair.
tuned for August.
Come on now.
Y'all ain't here? What y'all waiting on? Hey. Stay in your corner.
Who told him to come in?
We out.
That ain't nice. I hope y'all enjoy the month of August, because I truly ain't. We out.
Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment what you guys want to see next. If you came back to the channel, welcome back to the channel. Also comment what you guys want to see next. And I want to ask you guys a question. So I found this AI music creating app last night. That's not me singing, but those are my lyrics in the AI music videos. But I low-key like how some of them sound. But I know a lot of people don't like AI, but I want to know if I should stop making those videos. If you guys say stop making those AI music videos, and I'll stop making those AI music videos. I just want to know you guys' opinion. So now, anybody who didn't watch Polygamist, or if you're trying to watch, if you don't want me to spoil the series for you, you might want to skip this part of the video, because I want to be respectful and I'm giving y'all a chance. I don't want to spoil y'all. I'm going to edit and it's going to say spoil alert right here. And I'm planning to talk about it. So I'm not going to go through everything because it's going to take too long to explain everything that happened. If you watched it, you already know. I don't want to spoil it or the ending or anything, because I might say something that might spoil it. So for y'all who already finished it and watched it, come here. Again, if y'all didn't finish it, or if y'all planning to watch it and haven't watched it yet, y'all might want to leave. But if you don't care, you're not going to watch it, and I won't spoil it for you, you can stay in. Anyways, now let's talk about Polygamist. So I'm not going to go recap or anything. We already know what happened if we finished it, if we're still here. So I feel like, this is my opinion, that since his wife was an influencer, she was trying to force something that wasn't going to work. Because at first she didn't want to get a divorce. Well, he wanted to get a divorce. But she ended up signing the form. So it's technically his fault that they didn't get a divorce, because he her after that. Yes, he did. So even though I feel like he was wrong for leading her on and going back with her, and he even admitted to humiliating her, but she stays with him, that was wrong. But I feel like she shouldn't have let her come back home with him, because she was too vulnerable. Because she loved him. You know what? If your husband leaves you for a year, some people might say, oh yeah, instantly divorce him. Some people might say, I still love him. I can't just leave like that. It's hard to leave something that you've been used to for so long. It doesn't matter. Her daughter hated him. The son at first wanted him to come back. But like, the wife was too deep in at first. She didn't want no divorce. She was angry that he was with someone else, because he had a side chick he was cheating on her with. But at least he tried to, in the beginning, do the right thing and divorce her. But she ended up at first not wanting divorce. But when she ended up, like, we already know this, but she signed the divorce papers, he didn't. He got to the house and he got his way back in, and he was like, I miss you. He let her on. But I feel like she was too much trying to keep up this image, because she was like an influencer on social media, and she cared too much about what like views and people say about her, because she had to keep it up, because that was basically her job, because her husband is rich with his own business. She was like an influencer for like I forgot what company it was, But she was like the face. She was a brand ambassador. She was the face of a company. I'll figure it out. I probably edit it in depending on how I'm feeling after this video. But she's an influencer. He's rich with his own company. She shouldn't have him the way she at the end. Hitting on her once. He hit on the white chick, the other lady with the blonde short hair, who cooked for him and stuff. I feel like he should have went to her house when he was sick after he attracted it, because she would have like fed him good, treated him, and probably got him back to health. But he didn't want to take his pills in the end. But I feel like he was dogging all of them out, especially her, because she was the first wife, and he told her, if you get with me, that's why I stopped being a player. But he never did. He left her, never called her back. You know, she was waiting on the call for him, got with another woman, and she still let him back in with him. Now she had a child that he didn't really take care of, that nobody really knew about to the end. But yeah, that was his first wife. We already know he had a side chick, was already cheating on his second wife. But what we didn't know is that he had multiple different women. He was kind of calling his son weak like a punk, and was just degrading them. And he got with his daughter's friend. He got with like a lot of women. But the wife ended up getting him in the end, which we already know, with the lady that was in a prison cell and got mad at her ex who gave her a Jonah's wife paid her to give him, and she did, because instead of letting her leave, he with her when she was trying to leave. He didn't let her, so she got with him. She got paid for it too, and that's when he then his son took over his company, which we already know. But I don't understand, why would he with the girl at the end? Searched it up. It said the son becomes the father. But the son at first respected women, but now he doesn't respect women, and now he's just like his father. But I don't understand, why would you the girl that you like, that already your father? You know she don't like you like that. The only reason why she's with you is because she can't get no more of your father's money. If you're gonna do all that, what you did, you got your father to change his will for you to get everything, you shouldn't have got back with her, because all she's gonna do is use you. And when you, she's not gonna care about you, and you might put everything in her name. During his, I want to bury my man, and she was crying and all that, and making like a whole scene, and they kicked her out the funeral, and then the son leaving and her, and the mother had faith in him. It was like, I'll never make a child like you. Minzy will never come out like you. And guess what? Minzy did, because Minzy the girl that his father, and now she only using him for money and anything that he got. She shouldn't have got that man sick and like that. But I feel like, yeah, it's wrong, but nobody forced him to that woman. For one. For two, he for three, he for four, he used women. For five, he didn't respect women. For six, his daughter was trying to take care of him and was trying to talk to him and stuff, and was like, I forgive you. Gave him water. And then another time, she had a note for him, trying to read it to him. He was like, leave the note there, I read it. It had her crying. He didn't care how she felt. She cut their picture of him out, because she said she hated him. He just ruined his family. Then every time you thinking it's over with, he had 2 twin babies. Then he had that older girl, her own sister's boyfriend, for a cry for help. But you could have did that. Like the girl said, she didn't force you to lie to her face or anything. You could have simply stopped hanging around her. Okay, anyways, y'all. So my phone died over here behind me, as y'all can see. It's true. My phone died. So I'm gonna finish what I was saying though. Like, the girl said she didn't force her to lie and be like, oh, we not sisters or anything, or fake be her friend. Because the whole time, I don't think she actually wanted to be a friend. She only act like a friend so she can get close to her, because she wanted to get close to her father. So that was messed up. She was like, she always been a daddy's girl. They always, and her friend even said it, the one whose dad was like, you always a daddy's girl. You think your life's so perfect and you so special and everything should go your way. But she ain't never asked for all that. But I'm not saying that she wasn't, because in the funeral she admitted she was a daddy's girl. So she agreed that that's true. So I can't 100% be on her side and be like, okay, that ain't true, or yeah, they lying on you. True, she might have been spoiled, but she ended up hating him in the end. And that wasn't 100% true all the time, because he eventually, like I said, ignored her when she wanted to read a note to him about how he hurt her. He didn't care. So that point she wasn't, but maybe most of it she was, because the other girl didn't get no attention, and the son was always like a disappointment to him and too weak for him. So maybe the daughter was his favorite child. But yeah, the way he kind of crazy. I didn't think about it like that. I was upset that the son, the same girl that's with his father, and because I know, we all know that she's using him for his money. So that upset me. And side chick left her children with Jonas's actual second wife, not first wife at first. So she's actually the third wife. I get that Jonas was beat on both of them, but you got to take care of your children. Bring up the fact that Jonas can marry her, the side chick, as well, since the side chick won't leave, so they can be in a polygamy relationship. That's why the show is called Polygamist. But she thought she was doing herself a service because the lady won't leave, and so now she might as well be a part of the family, even though she was angry. She wasn't happy with it at all. She was disappointed. The kids was disappointed. The kids didn't want to speak to their father. They were mad. They were upset. But she introduced the lady as their new mother. Came back to his funeral. It wasn't too good though, because the wife was like cussing him out when he was. This could have ended differently if you didn't do all that, which is true. Yeah, it's cruel the way she gave him a sickness. Oh yeah, he was a sweetheart in the end. It was like, I just wanted to hear your voice. He was nice to her at the end, so you kind of feel bad for him because he's sick and she's still like bringing him down and stuff. You feel bad for him at that moment, but you got to remember everything he did. And I still do blame the wife as well. We're not going to just throw all of it on him. Yeah, blame him. He was cheating the whole time. And he was just doing everything the whole time. He was with everybody he can find that he was like able to get to, that he found attractive. And the wife let it lead on because she let him come back in the beginning, instead of like telling him, okay, I signed the divorce. And when he said, I miss you, she could have said, no, Jonas, no, I can't do this with you no more, because I don't want to have myself hurt anymore. So I'm just going to let you leave before you can hurt me. But she didn't do that. Got back with him. But the real reason I think she him the way she him, because if she didn't that, we wouldn't have been interested in the beginning, because it shows us his funeral and we like, dang, what's going on? Why she cussing this man out in the beginning? And then we understand why. So it leads up pretty good. It was a pretty good show. But the reason why she really probably is because he said the only way we're gonna be separated is when my body's in the casket. So she gave him what he asked for, and she with his own desire. The young girl didn't care nothing about him. The young girl left him there, another man in the house while he was in the house as well. Kind of left him sick, left him kind of gave him back to the second wife and act like she cared for him at his funeral. Then the son, I blame the son though. Why would you someone you know that don't care for you for real? She only with you because you got money. Only who got money, but he gonna be just like his father because he with her. Then he some other woman that was at the desk and in the his father's building. I don't know the name of the lady, but if I can find all the pictures that I'm saying, I'll put it up here. But yeah, he's desk lady, but his uncle ruined it by calling him while he was getting it in. So I think he gonna be just like his father, because that was 2 women now. Now is there gonna be a season 2? We need a season 2 because I feel like we all gonna expect Menzie to be just like his father. So we hoping for that. Do I feel bad for Jonas? The way he kinda. Only because he was real sick and his wife pushed him out of his wheelchair and his son only used him for money. And because his money finna go to her and stuff. But honestly, the assets was already to her because he put the house that they got together, or like the house in her name. So yeah, it kind of would have probably went the same way for her. She was gonna get something out of it because they both ain't thinking straight. I don't understand though. Why would the son get with her? I'm still not getting this, bro. I don't feel that bad for him because he would have probably stayed the way he was. He would have probably stayed with the young girl. I really kind of do because of the way he and the way they used him in the end. But not all, like, I don't 100% feel bad for him. She was running game on him. So I think his best choice was his first wife. When Donnie, he was with, she ain't care nothing about him. She made him make his own suit. Third wife just left, so she ain't care. First wife hated him. His best bet, he probably could have lived, or even if he didn't live, she would have made his better for him before she would have like gave him a smooth, peaceful. He would have brought him back to health for real. I feel like he should have been with her, and I feel like he should have took the pills and went to the doctor regularly, and he probably would have been healed. But you know, he was a stubborn man. He had pride. He didn't want to be seen, because he said it. He didn't want to be seen going back to where she lived at because in his sick condition, and he didn't want people to see him needing help. So his stubbornness and his pride to look good and to be who he really is and keep up this impression stopped him from getting the help that he needed. So that's why he really ended up as well. Because I feel like the girl lived with who was mad in the beginning in the jail, who ended up giving it to him, was mad and was like, can you believe this man? He gave me I should burn this house down. He could have probably lived as well like her, because she looked healthy. She looked fine living with like you didn't even know, couldn't even know she had. She got all cleaned up and looked good. I feel like he should have went to the doctor, got some medications, stayed with his first wife. He got money, even if he don't know who to talk to. I promise you, he put something up, website or whatever. He got money. He could have got somebody to help him. He would have probably still been alive. But you know, they had to end it that way to end his like chapter of cruelty and how he treated all of them. And the wife wanted to get her get back in the end. So that's how why they had to end it like that. But personally, a little bit felt bad for the wife, or mostly because how he like him and lied. He had several wives. But she kind of asked for it because, like, first you didn't want to get divorced. Then you let him come back in a house, and then you trying to keep up this image to make y'all still look together, and went to him when he was with the side chick telling you he wanted a divorce, and then you forced him to go to the party and told him you'll only sign the divorce papers after the anniversary party. So I kind of blame you. First wife, I love first wife. First wife was not loyal, because she did cheat on him as well with young boy who pulled out on him. But first wife held him down. She misted him. She loved him for real. He told her he'd stop being a player, but he never did. She cheated as well with somebody else, but she was concerned for him to come back home and find out with another man. But I don't think she should have been concerned, because, like, homie been cheating on you for a long time, and you know it, right? Second wife was like, I let you in my house this whole time, all these years, thinking that we was close friends and all that, but she was actually with my husband as well. But honestly, it's her husband first, so I kind of feel more bad for her. Yeah, it's your husband, but, like, she was with him first until he left. Then he came back with you. So really, you kind of ruined her thing with him. And instead of him trying to contact her, I ain't gonna 100% say the second wife ruined everything. Really him, because he was told she wanted to stay in touch with him, but he didn't want to stay in touch with her, obviously, because he could have called her and he never did. But in general, he's to blame for all, like, the children and, like, the cheating. But second wife is to blame for trying to keep up an image. First wife is, like, to blame for not telling her child, like, to kind of make her father let her be known that her daughter would have probably had a life with her father. I'm trying to figure out who Freedoms or Free, whatever his name is, we're gonna call him Freedom. I'm gonna put a picture of him because I don't think I'm saying the name right. But Freedoms, we don't know his father. We know he cares for his sister and mother, even though he kind of, like, fights with the mother. Doesn't too much 100% like the mother, but he doesn't want her to be messed up. He didn't want his sister to be messed up, but she ended up doing things anyway. Her, like, sister's boyfriend. So she ended up messed up in the end anyway. But the sister ended up forgiving her in the end, even though she didn't technically say it. But she let her come up with her speech talking about her dad at the dad's funeral. So she still reunited with her sister and some of her other siblings. That's how it ended. Third wife, I don't feel bad for. She kind of asked for it. She knew he was married. She was with his brother, and she still decided to get with him. But all the kids are a victim in this. That's it for now, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. We out.
I like bitch, you was your mess, ayy. Can't keep my pants, ayy.